We in the money, eh?
No, I don't.
We in the money, eh? We in the money. All right, y'all. So your girl is going to day 2 with heaps. 383,000 chips. And I did get lucky as hell, but let me tell you, I started off pretty hot. I mean, I had aces. People were just open, jamming ahead of me. Did make a few mistakes for sure. Wrote them down, talked through them. Won't be doing those again. And then just like coasting and chilling, but obviously getting blinded out. I end up at a new table. My table broke like twice in a row. Broke, went to the big blind, played the big blind, played 3 hands, then it broke again, went to another table with the big blind. And a friend of mine was like, that just means that wasn't your table to run it up. I was like, all right, okay, I feel that. And then like I'm down to like 50K, which is at the time 10 bigs, 3,000, 6,000. I open jam. I'm in the big blind with 4s, and I had literally just said 4 because I was talking to a friend, and then I look down and I see 4s, and under the gun had open. He didn't have that many chips. He probably had like maybe 70. He opens, and I just said, let's go for it. And he's got ace queen, and I hold. And I'm like, okay, now I'm up to like 100. Then maybe like almost an orbit later, I got queens, under the gun +2, open, rip it in for 19 bigs. Button, jams, small blind, jams, 10s, kings, queen in the window. I yell out, yes, bitch. Yo, 3-way all in, queen, 10. I open jam, flop a queen, and then they yell, yes, I didn't mean just towards me, ma'am.
Bad timing for Project Team.
To the biggest stack.
The biggest stack at the table. Triple up to like 300 and something. And I'm like, holy moly, it's good when you suck out. You gotta get lucky, right? I got lucky. And then maybe 4 hands after that. Aces, guy, just open rips, and he's got ace 10, something like that. So going to day 2 with 383. Okay. I'm excited. I was just talking through some things, getting my mind right for tomorrow. It's gonna be f***ing fantastic. You know what's going down. Do you know what's going down? All right, my peeps, what's up? You know what? I'm headed to the bike for day 2. Bagged 127 bigs, coming in hot. Hey, so excited. I didn't actually film a lot yesterday because I was like, it was my only bullet. It was the last flight, and I just wanted to go in and focus. And I did what I did. I played well. I made some mistakes. I recovered, and then I got lucky as and that's what it takes. You gotta have the chips to make those mistakes, and then you gotta get lucky. I was winning my flips when they really mattered, and then oh man, got hella lucky. This event that I'm playing was a $560 buy-in for 40K in chips, 30-minute levels until registration ended, and then 25-minute levels, and a 400K guarantee. It's a quantum. I don't really usually like quantums, but they had like 3 flights a day, and 2 of the flights were like 2 something, and I decided to do the 560 flight because I like to play deep, because the other flights only came with 20K, and I was like, nah, let me get that. So 305 entries yesterday, top 61 made it to day 2. You could also buy into day 2 for 2,100 and get 200K in chips. So I'm like double day 2 buy-in, just about, and I'm okay with that. That's great. Part of the way that I built up my stack initially was like, I was just playing for stacks. Like, I'm not milking situations. I'm not min-raising 3x, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, nah, let's play for stacks. You come in and you look serious. You look real serious. Let's get serious. My hands, I have middle position player, opens 6x. Blinds are like 2,400, and she makes it 2,400. Haven't seen her play a lot of hands. I'm in the cutoff. I look down at aces, and I'm like, okay, so what you're telling me is you want to play for stacks. Let's play for stacks. I got about 48K at this time. I make it 25K. She has like maybe about 30K. Player behind me jams. He's got about 30K. She folds. He's got queens. I hold. All right, running it up. Then I made a huge mistake with A7 of clubs in the big blind. Blinds are 3,600. Middle position player makes it 1,700. Small blind, flats, I flat, flop. Ace 6-6, 2 diamonds, checks to original raiser. She c-bets another 1,700. He calls. I make it 5,500. They both call. Turn is a blackjack. I'm like, all right, let me slow down. I guess I see what's going on here. So checks through. River, another blackjack. Like, okay, small blind leads for 30K, which is a overbet for sure. And I'm like, man, what's going on here? Is he doing this with his missed diamond draw? I think, actually, I'm really considering making this call, and I end up making the call. She folds, and he had jack 8 of diamonds, which is a missed diamond draw, but he also went runner vote. And just so much of my line was just off. My check raise was too small. The check turn was good. The river call was just foolish. You know, there aren't that many bluffs that he has right there, so messed that one up. And then I was like, that was like half my stack. I was down to like 56K. A few hands after that, blinds are 3,600. Button opens to 3K. I look down at king queen off in the big blind. I flat, under the gun flats, cut off flats. Go to the flop, which is jack 10 blank, 2 clubs, checks the button. She c-bets 10K. She got about 15K behind. And as I told you, I'm like, let's play for stacks. I probably go about 80K at this time. And the only person I'm worried about is the cutoff, because he's probably got about 95K. Under the gun has got like 20. So I just raise. Let's get it in. 25K, that's what you got. You put half your stack in there, let's get it. Under the gun jams for about 20K. Cutoff folds. We go 3 ways. She's got top pair, king jack. I'm open-ended with 2 overs, so I'm feeling really good about it. And I turn my straight with the 9. I'm back up to like 115 at this time. And I'm like, all right, girl, keep it chill. Be cool, girl.
That's my favorite hand.
Is it?
Nice.
I feel lucky. Not a good flop for a 9. One time.
Again, good playing.
Thanks. Thanks for playing. It was, and now it's not. But you know what it is? I had a good time. I mean, I got pretty far. Busted probably 60 away from the money. It was like 170, 117 in the money, and I'm proud of that. I did some good things. I did some bad things. I made some mistakes, but we all make mistakes. But we gotta learn from them. When you learn from them, you grow. Let's go. I made some plays. I took some lines, as they say. Oh, I didn't mean it like that. Could have made some different decisions, but it was a free roll, because at the end of day 1 you get $500 back. So I'm in for 60 plus my food, plus the prop bet on the over of how many additional entries there would be, and there were 125 day 2 buy-ins for 2,100. Sometimes things just don't work out the way you anticipated, but they're all working out for you, just so you know. Jeez. Okay. It's all working out for you. On to the next one, taking the lessons with me for the growth opportunity. And it's all to the good, my peoples. It's time for some cash, my darlings, because you already know. And you know, Q is thinking, should I learn PLO? And if I should, why? Tell me. Real deal.
Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe. You can also find me on Instagram at P's and Q's Poker. See you next time.